Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Here's the detailed weather forecast for United States today and tomorrow. If you're watching this channel for first time and still aren't subscribed, so subscribe now so you get all the notifications. Thanks a lot. First off, let's talk about the West Coast. California, Oregon, and Washington, you're in for a scorching hot weekend. Temperatures are expected to soar into the triple digits, with some areas reaching a sizzling 110 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk, folks. So make sure to stay hydrated, grab your sunscreen, and take those cooling breaks in the shade or AC. But that's not all. The heat wave is expected to last through Tuesday, with temperatures remaining in the triple digits during the day and only cooling down to the 80s and 90s at night. So, if you're planning on heading outdoors, make sure to dress in light, loose clothing, and don't forget that hat and sunglasses. And if you're thinking of hitting the beach, be aware that the heat can be dangerous, especially for young children and the elderly. Meanwhile, on the East Coast, it's a different story altogether. The humidity is high, and the heat is on. Thunderstorms are expected to roll in on Sunday, bringing heavy rain and strong winds to some areas. So, if you're planning on heading outdoors, make sure to grab that umbrella and hold onto your hat. And if you're thinking of heading to the beach, be aware that the thunderstorms can bring dangerous rip currents and strong waves. But wait, there's more. The Midwest is looking at a mixed bag, with some areas seeing severe thunderstorms and others getting a brief reprieve from the heat. So, if you're in the Midwest, make sure to keep an eye on the forecast and stay prepared for anything. And if you're thinking of heading outdoors, make sure to check the weather radar and sign up for emergency alerts. And finally, in the Gulf of Mexico, Tropical Storm Beryl is gaining strength and heading for Texas. That's right, folks, a tropical storm. So, if you're in Texas or the surrounding areas, make sure to follow evacuation orders and stay tuned to local news and weather reports. And if you're thinking of heading to the beach, be aware that the storm can bring dangerous storm surges and strong winds. That's not all, folks. The storm is expected to bring heavy rain and flash flooding to some areas, so make sure to stay indoors and avoid driving through flooded roads. And if you're in a flood-prone area, make sure to sandbag your home and prepare for the worst. And let's not forget about the wildfires burning in the west. The heat and dry conditions are expected to continue, making it a challenging situation for firefighters. So, if you're in the area, make sure to stay informed and follow evacuation orders. But that's still not all, folks. The heat wave is also expected to bring dangerous air quality to some areas, so make sure to stay indoors and avoid strenuous activities. And if you're planning on traveling this weekend, make sure to check the weather forecast for your destination and plan accordingly. And finally, let's talk about the impact of the weather on our daily lives. The heat wave is expected to cause power outages, so make sure to stay prepared with flashlights and batteries. And if you're planning on heading outdoors, make sure to stay hydrated and take breaks in the shade. But wait, there's even more. The heat wave is also expected to affect our transportation systems, with some roads and highways closing due to the heat. So, if you're planning on traveling, make sure to check the latest road conditions and plan your route accordingly. And finally, let's not forget about the impact of the weather on our health. The heat wave is expected to bring dangerous heat exhaustion and heat stroke, so make sure to stay cool and hydrated. And if you're vulnerable to heat-related illnesses, make sure to stay indoors and take extra precautions. That's all for now, folks. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay cool out there. And remember, when it comes to the weather, It's always better to be prepared, so stay tuned to your local weather forecast and stay informed about any weather alerts in your area.